All right, we're in week 7 here in geometry. If you didn't take your chapter 2 test, make sure you do it by tonight. And also, homework for week 6 is due no later than tonight. So let's take a look. Rigid motion, it keeps the same size and shape. So the size and shape stay the same. It doesn't change. Rigid means it's hard. It's not going to flex. It stays the same. This one right here, we learned some rules on reflection. Remember, if you reflect over the x-axis, okay, so let's take a look at this point. Over 2, down 4. And this is point A, let's call it. So if you reflect it over the x-axis, you're going up 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going up 4, so you want to go up above that line. It should be right here. So A prime should be right there. And so over the x, you would change the y. So this point should be over 2, up 4, and that's exactly what it is. If you reflect this point over the y-axis, then you're going sideways. It looks like you're going to go sideways 2, so you want to go over here 2, so it should be right here. It should be like a negative 2 and then down 4. So both of them should be negatives here. So if you reflect over the y, you would change the x. And that's exactly what it is. It's negative 2, negative 4 when you change that one. When you reflect this one over the x equals y, that's this line right here. And so you want to go perpendicular to it, just like that. So your answer should be somewhere over here. Make sure you understand that concept. You want to go perpendicular to whatever line you're flipping it over. And that one you just switch. Let me make sure that's right. So if I switch these, it looks like negative 4 up 2, and that's right. So here you want to switch them. So it's going to be negative 4 up 2. That's correct. So this one is switch. And this one you just change them both, okay? So you would change that positive 2, and you would change that negative 4. And that's about the origin. And there it is. Those are all your reflection rules. Make sure you know them. Okay, let's talk about today's work. Put away your bell work, copy down everything you see here. A translation is a sliding motion, okay? So if I take this and I slide it, this is rigid because it's not going to change. If I slide it over here and then slide it down, that's a translation. It's not a reflection. A reflection is a flip. Okay? So let's talk about this. To translate it, basically you're going to add 6 to your x. That's what this is telling you, translation. So you're going to add 6 to your x, and you're going to subtract 7 from your y. So the new point for this one would be a prime is equal to 8 and negative 10. Okay? If the signs are the same, you got to add them. On this one right here, they want to know what rule is going to make this translation. So you're starting off with the a and you're going towards the a prime. So you got to go over 1 space, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces this way. So it's a translation of 6 to the right, so it's a positive. And then you're going down, it looks like 1, 2, so that's a negative 2. And that's the answer, and that's the rule, and that's the translation. Make sure you understand that concept. So for this one, they gave you the rule. For this one, you had to find the rule. All right, let's keep moving. There's something called a composite translation, okay? And on a composite translation, you're basically doing 2 moves. You're sliding it to the right, and then you're sliding it down, and then you're sliding it to the right, and then you're sliding it down. You can combine both of these and just write one translation. And that's what we're going to do. So you're going to combine your x's and get 4. You're going to combine your y's and get negative 3. So this one translation is the same as doing both of these together. So you're going to add 4 to your x, and you're going to subtract 3. It's real simple. So you get a prime is equal to 2, and this one is 5 minus 3 is also 2. There it is. And that's how you do today's translations. Remember, translation is a slide. Reflection is a what? A flip. Okay, here's your work for today. It's in your workbook. All right, let's go on now. MCR, and we're switching, okay? So for MCR class, let's take a look at this one here. All right, certainly if you're in geometry, you don't want to do MCR unless you want to learn something. So here we go. We're trying to get y by itself. So draw a line, circle the y. You're going to take this 6x and throw it over here, so it's going to become a negative. This is a +2, so it's going to stay at +2. Now to get rid of this sign, draw this wave, and that wave means to change all your signs. So you're going to change that, you're going to change this, and you're going to change that. And then you're going to divide by 4, and you're going to reduce. So 2 goes into 6 3 times, 2 goes into 4 2, and that's a -1/2, and that's called slope-intercept form. Now let's go over the 3 forms. So put forms of a line. Number 1. Number 1 is called point slope, so that's y minus y1. We're not doing this one today, so put point slope. But I want you to know them all, okay? Point slope. Number 2 is slope-intercept form. That's the one we just did, where you get y by itself. And then finally, number 3 is called standard form. So we're going to be doing this one and this one today. So it's going to be y, or ax, plus by equals c is called standard form. Those are the 3 forms of a line. Okay? All right, let's do one more here, and then we'll talk about standard form. This one, you're going to draw a line, circle the y, you're going to move the 2x over here. So you get negative y equals negative 2x plus 7. To get rid of that negative, draw your wave, and then change all your signs. I want to see that wave, okay? There it is, real simple. All right, let's keep moving. To get standard form, you want your x's and your y's, and then your numbers over here. So you're going to go ahead and draw your line, just like this. You're going to take your x and move it over here. So put negative 3x plus y is equal to 1. Now they don't want the first one to be a negative. So draw your wave, put 3x minus y equals -1, and you're done. And this is called standard form. We'll do one more. This one right here is all fractions. The easiest way to do that is to multiply everything by 5. And when you do, those cancel. So you get 5y is equal to -11x plus 6. Draw a line. Bring your x's over here. So you get 11x plus 5y is equal to 6, and you're done. Real simple. Today's worksheet is right here. The first part is where you have to get y by itself. And I did it here. I did number 1, or A, right here. Okay. And then I did this one. This is called standard form. Okay. Actually, they want slope-intercept form. So this is in standard form, but they want you to go with slope-intercept form. So that's what you do there. And then on the back side, read your directions. And then once you get to number 8, you can skip the bottom part. That's it. That's your work for today. Have a good morning.